All right. Okay, we changed your name from Shang to Collins.
I can be Shengster.
So now we're all set. But yeah, apparently Shakunin has the flu too. So both he and Merps has the flu. There's something going around.
Yeah, I had the flu like a day ago.
Well, I'm glad you're good now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just apparently everywhere then, because Shakunin's in Canada. You are, I forget where, but I know it's nowhere near New York.
I'm in Texas.
You're in Texas, right? Merps is down in Jersey right now.
Cool.
All right, so let's get into a druid mindset. We have a knife juggler and an iron bark so far, which puts us on a pretty good path. And now
Two are completely different cards.
Yeah, but they're anchoring us. So now we have something for the late game, and we don't have to worry as much about our 2-drop curve anymore. So now we have a Brewmaster and a Trog.
Yeah.
Am I still sharing my screen? You can see my screen, right? Yeah, you can see my screen.
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Cool. All right, so which one would you decide? Would you go with here?
I would go with a safer pick, and I'd go with the Trog. I think Brewmaster is like on the average to maybe weak if you're trying to tempo rush him type card, while Trog is just a basic 2-drop with small upside if they have like coin or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll go with the Trog here. I think I normally take the Brewmaster because we already have a 2. We don't have a 4 yet. Yeah, but I would think the Brewmaster is a safer pick for the curve because you want to fill out your 4 curve too, right? Like not just the 2 curve.
Yeah, I like I don't know. I know how I play at the moment. I always pick super safe. And I tend to pick super value. Like try to get the best deck, like the first couple of picks, then try to start looking at the curve. I think having two drops is not bad at right now. So
yeah,
there's no harm picking the Trog.
Yeah,
this one's
Druid of the Claw.
Yeah, it's not even a competition. This one's also just a direwolf alpha.
Yeah. It's not the best card, but it's the best one we've got.
I actually like direwolf alpha for the reach it gives you. Like, they don't expect you to have that extra damage sometimes.
That is true. You have to have a board, that's the only problem. Okay, so which one would you go here?
I really don't like Innervate in Arena. Sometimes
really?
It's good, but like, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Because I love Innervate.
I
want every one of my Druid decks to have one Innervate.
I avoid Innervate like the plague. Because... Okay, this is my argument. So sometimes Innervate's amazing. Okay, a lot of times I've seen Innervate win a game. You Innervate a 5-drop, right? But sometimes, maybe 1 out of 5 games, you draw Innervate. Well, it's probably more than 1 out of 5. But sometimes you draw Innervate like turn 5 or turn 6, and it becomes useless the rest of the game, and then you have to like.
Whoa! It does not become useless the rest of the game if you draw turns 5 or 6.
If you don't have draw power or big cards, it's useless.
Well, okay, let's say it's turn 6, you could play 2 4-drops. If it's turn 7, you could play a 5-drop and a 4-drop, that kind of thing.
That's not worth losing a card. Having another card, I think, is better than having 2 4-drops on turn 6.
I don't know.
You could have a different card completely instead of.
Yeah, but being able to get that 2 mana's worth of a larger card out, I think that makes a lot of difference, especially in GVG.
I think that the losing out on the... I feel it's inconsistent is my issue with cards.
Okay, but I mean, like Savage Roar, for example, or I'm guessing you're going with Savage Roar here then.
Yeah, I'm going with Savage Roar, because Soul of the Forest is also inconsistent.
Yeah, right. But Savage Roar is also... You need something on the board, or else it's a 3-mana 2 attack card.
At the very worst, it's a 3-mana deal 2 damage, which is at least something. And if you have 1 card on the field, it's like a Shadow Bolt, because it's like 3 mana deal 4 damage. if you have one card on the field, it's at least worth it. Where with Innervate and Soul of the Forest, it can be inconsistent. Maybe 1 out of 3 games or so, it doesn't do as much as you want, and you could lose a game because of that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with taking the Savage Roar here. I don't think Innervate's like a clear winner or anything, but I'm just surprised that you feel so negatively about Innervate, you know?
Yeah, I have a lot of picks that I just don't like because of consistency reasons. Like Naturalize. I don't like it because a lot of times...
Well, Naturalize is like a dead card in like half your games. It's like designed to be a dead card in half your games in the arena.
Yeah. But there are other arena players that draft where Naturalize is good for them.
Yep, and I do as well, but just only like in very extreme decks. Like you would need like a really fast deck.
I've never drafted where I would. It's just not how I draft.
Okay, Fen Creeper.
Yeah, I picked the Fen Creeper. I don't like 1 health minions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very understandable.
Every time I see Undertaker, I look at our death rattles, and we have 0s, so there's no point. It's easy Trog.
All right. Yeah, with the Druid, because Druids have an issue with the amount of 4-drop class cards that they're offered, as in they don't have any. So I'm always like kind of on the lookout to fill out my 4s.
Except for Keeper of the Grove.
Right, but that's a rare card.
Yeah, so you're not going to see it.
Yeah. And even then, it's not a drop. Okay, so where would you go here? Another Fen Creeper or a Fairy Dragon?
I wouldn't pick another Fen Creeper. That's too many 5s this early in the draft. So between the 2 drops. So the question is the 2/3 or the 3/2 better? If we had a pirate, the cannon would be the obvious pick, but we don't have any pirates, and it's not like we're gonna like look for salty dogs or look for Bloodstone Raider. Though we could maybe somehow luckily get a Raider. It's possible, but Fairy Dragon is also a fine card. I find it's not as strong as it used to be before GVG.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, there's a lot more random AoE, like with Bomb Lobber and Flame Cannon and all that stuff. It just tends to die the same way as any other card.
Yeah. There's now Flame Cannon, there's Glyvzuka, there's Seal of Light. Like, there's stuff now, where there didn't used to be as much. But we're going with the Fairy Dragon here, right? It's a 3/2 over a 2/3. I think this is an easy decision because I always go for 3/2s over 2/3s.
I like 2/3s at times because I think having a mixture is good, right? We do have a mixture at the moment, but I think
one of each.
having a bunch of 3/2s in your deck is actually a curse because the moment they play any 2 damage AoE, you lose because then all your cards die. So I think having a mixture is good, but we're fine here picking up the Fairy.
I agree about the mixture, but I would lean it towards if I had 6 2-drops and they were all 3/2s or 2/3s, I would want like a 4-2 kind of like deal between 3/2s and 2/3s. I wouldn't want a 3/3.
I think that doesn't really come up that often, but if it does, it's all good. As well as I think 2/3s are better if you buff them up.
That's true.
Because having a 3/4 is way better than a 4/3.
Yep.
Because you can kill 2/3s twice. You can kill 3/3s. They have to hero ability or use another card if they're not a ping class. So there's upside with 2/3s. I think that people overlook more than normal. But here's Bomb Lava, right? Because Bomb Lava is really good.
Grove Tender ramps. I guess we don't really need a ramp. I do like that Grove Tender is like a free ramp for you. That could be very useful, but not in a deck like this.
I feel in Arena, it doesn't affect the game that much. Like if we had like 4 Iron Barks, then I'd be like, yeah, let's do it. But your Bomb Lobber just 4 damage on a minion. Most of the time you pick the target because you kill everything else is really good.
Argent Commander.
Yeah, I think Argent Commander wins games. Like the 4 damage charge is just so reliable. It's so good. I like it. Okay, we have 1 Direwolf Alpha for the egg. That's it.
We have no 3-drops. Okay. We have no 3-drops.
And the Savage Roar for the egg. I know. I'm looking every time I see a pick, I look at all the synergy. Yeah. Just to see if I'm missing something there. It's like I'm doing Heart Arena every time.
Every single time in your head.
Yeah. That's literally what goes on. Just choose synergy with egg, but is that worth the picking it over a 3-drop? I don't think so.
Yeah, we definitely need a 3-drop.
Yeah, I'd pick up the engine.
Yeah, at that point, I don't care if the entire rest of our deck had synergy with the egg. I think we need a 3-drop.
No, if the whole deck had synergy with the egg, I'd pick the egg. Yeah, if like there was like 9 triggers for the egg,
right?
I'd pick the egg.
You take the egg?
Yeah, I'll take the egg because the egg is so strong. If it's so game changing if you can get it off reliably, because you kill something, right? You'll kill something with the first body, and then you get another body.
You very well may not kill anything with the first body.
Well, then you're not using it correctly. You'll dark iron, you'll kill a 4/2, and then you'll get a 4/4. That's what
you'll just happen to kill a 4/2 when you have a dark iron in your hand.
Yes.
Okay, so here we go with the rock draw again.
Yeah. I don't like the other 2 picks as much. So much Trog though in this deck.
No one will ever cast spells on us.
Yes, here we're forced to pick the Raptor. The other 2 are unplayable, in my opinion.
1, 2,
okay,
3,
how many mechs
4.
do we have? We have no mechs. Yeah, so I'd pick up the 4 over ever.
There we go. Yep. All right, we're curving out very well. We don't have a lot of value, but we're curving out very well.
I like the Power of the Wild over the Mark of the Wild.
Yep.
Well, it's a better card, and Power of the Wild is more consistent, right? You'll never have it dead in your hand, where Mark of the Wild could potentially be dead.
Yep, and now we officially have 5 2-drops. Okay, well, there's no choice. Right, there's absolutely no choice here. I don't care.
No.
Let's.
So here, we can consider the Innervate.
I will say this though: we are missing 3-drops, and Dancing Swords is a 3-drop.
No, I think Dancing Swords is close to unplayable. It's like an Ogre Brute, but you just give him a free card for no reason. It's like I don't know. Like once Ogre Brute came on the field, the card just became unplayable in my eyes because.
Well, you're not comparing to the Ogre Brute, right? You're comparing it to...
I have to compare it to the best possible. Every time.
I mean, I'm comparing it to not having a 3-drop. But that's the good thing about Innervate, right? You can Innervate out a 5-drop on turn 3, so it's essentially like a 3-drop, too.
Sure. I mean, here we pick the Innervate.
All right. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you just how useful this Innervate's going to come in.
I don't think I'll be impressed with here's the easy Shredder. Like, Shredder is so strong.
Yeah.
It's not even a contest. Shield Bearer, though. Here we pick up the 3-drop. We have how many? We have 4 4-drops and 1 injured, and the Imp Master does work with the Knife Juggler and the Savage Roar and the Dire Wolf and the
Power of the Wild. Yep.
Yeah, so it's super clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I have never played with Meg Bearcat before.
Oh, really? I've played it. It's pretty good. It's kind of like an ogre.
Yeah, right.
The 6 health is quite good for a card, and then it also, if you have like Iron Barks, it baits the big game. They're always big game. Yeah, so it's not a bad card.
No,
I think
I really like it.
Well, yeah, I like it.
And you get a bunch of random spare parts to fill up your mana curve.
I should mention, I think Mystic is a lot weaker than I wished it was, because there's 2 issues with the Mystic. First issue is that sometimes you'll keep it in your hand, trying to get that value when you need a player to stabilize or to try to win. So, and then the other play is that once you steal the secret, they know what secret it is, so they can play around.
Yeah, it's not as good of a secret.
Yeah, it's only good if you're like gonna, you're gonna kill them and they have like ice block, and then you steal the ice block and like you kill them, and then you go laughing, and they have like a pyroblast in their hands, and they're like, oh, I've won, and then you you just kill them. But that's super rare, and it's not consistent. Where Mech Tank is consistent.
Yes.
Alright, this is an interesting one. No, Axwell, we have no 7s, but I feel Druids are not really a token-heavy deck where they spam a lot of stuff. We have 1 Imp Master.
we have an Int Master, and we have a fleet of 2s, and a Power of the Wild, and a Savage Roar. So we don't have a lot of token generators, but we have a lot of things that use tokens.
But is that worth picking up the Stormwind over a Druid or an Ironbark? I don't think it is. I would consider the Druid or the Claw or the Ironbark. Actually, I think I would probably... I think I would pick Ironbark here, and then Stormwind Champion would be my second pick, and then the Druid of the Claw. I think I'll pick the 7 just to fit the curve.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Druid of the Claw, we have well, 2-ish, 3-ish. And it's very likely we can get more 5s being a Druid. There's a lot of good 5s. Oh, another thing about Direwolf is the Beast. That's something to consider.
That's true.
It is a beast. So is the Bloodflame Raptor. How many beasts do we have?
And the Power of the Wild. We have a couple beasts. Like if a snake guy comes along, I wouldn't be terribly opposed to picking him if there was nothing else good.
Yeah, me too. I think I'd pick the Ironbark.
You pick the Ironbark here?
I mean, yeah, because it's a lot better now because there's less removal.
That's true. I have been noticing that I have a little more trouble with Ironbark. So you would go with the Ironbark over a Druid of the Claw.
Yeah, I think it's better late game. I think Druid of the Claw is good, but it starts being average in the late game because when people start playing big stuff like Force Tank, the 7/7, or an Ogre or something, it just dies in one shot, and the taunt's not going to be reliable. You know, where the Ironbark, you play it, you can we have 3 cards left, right? The opponent has 3 cards left. You play the Ironbark, you trade where they have to trade very badly into the Ironbark, and then you're ahead in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like Ironbark. I think it's good.
1, 2, 3. We have really defensive. 4s.
I'm trying to explain my decision-making process so that the viewers can understand why I'm picking the cards I pick. Because a lot of people, they'll just say, "Oh, I picked this," and then you don't understand why you pick this over this. So I'm trying to say all of my reasoning so anyone would understand my thought process, even if you don't agree with it. You'd know why I chose what I picked.
Yeah, so okay, so we're on the 21st card. I'm building out the rest of the deck. We're good with 2s. We need 2 more 3s at a minimum. So that's 2 more spots.
I feel though you know, those, unless you're getting God 3s, you don't have, like, 2s do 3 2s do kind of the same work still. Like, unless you get the Spider Tank or the Ogre, right?
Right, but regardless of whether it's a 2 or a 3, we need 2 more slots, right? Whether it's a 2 that we're moving to 3 or a 3. So we need 2 more here. We need, I prefer 2 more 4s, but maybe we just need 1. So that's filling up 4 spots. I would want 1 more 5.
I think I tend to have a ton of late game, much more than anyone else I see streaming. Just because I feel...
I mean, if your playstyle is to trade a lot on the board, then you do want a very strong card advantage in the late game.
Oh yeah, I trade like almost every time, unless it's stupid to trade.
Right.
Yeah, so that's why I trade favorably, and then like my late game will win me the game most of the time. Okay, I do like the innervate with the Ironbark as well.
Yeah, right. That's the reason, because I normally would definitely not take the Ironbark here, but we have an innervate, so
I think it's less of
a big deal. Okay, so we have 5 slots here that are taken by basically considerations to fill our curve. That'll get us to pick 26. So we're not including this unless we take Druid of the Claw. So if we don't take Druid of the Claw, we're up to 26, so we would have 4 more cards. We have no removal right now in this deck. So literally there is 0 removal in this entire deck.
Our taunts will be our slow removal.
Right.
And we have Savage Roar. That's our...
Okay, so we have Savage Roar, so we have 1 removal. Okay, Argent Commander, that's true. So we have one and Bomb Lobber. So we have 2 things in the late-ish game that have sort of initiative. Okay.
I think taunt can be used as semi-removal if they don't have remove for your taunt. Then,
but that's why I'm very heavily considering a Druid of the Claw over an Ironbark, is because we need to. I mean, I guess we do have Fen Creeper and a Druid of the Claw already and Ascension, so maybe we do have enough taunts already that we don't need the mid-game taunt. Because in the mid-game, if you can't, like, remove something that you need to remove, taunt's, like, kind of like a half-assed way of getting there. I mean, we could just hope that we get into some removals. I'm very okay. Like, I think this deck should have 2 Iron Barks by the end, the way this is curving out. I think that'll be very helpful.
I think we'd even if we had more Iron Barks, it'd still be good. Joe says, it seems like you want to win over a long game and not end the game before turn 8. Yeah, that's
definitely true. Yeah, and I mean, that's true with this deck, just the way this deck is coming out. We have a good amount of big stuff. We have 2-for-1s. Like, we don't have removal, but we have big stuff. So
I like how much we're talking about this pick.
Yeah,
because you would pick Druid of the Claw here. I'd go for the late game.
Yeah, I would pick Druid of the Claw here. You would go Iron Bark here. Hearth Arena would go Stormwind Champion here because it's looking at a ton of synergies. Like, I understand exactly what Hearth Arena is doing right now. Is that it's this deck is built for Stormwind Champion, but I feel that's if not hedging. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
If you're losing, like, Stormwind Champion is a win more card in this deck. Where it's like, if you play it and you're winning, they can't come back. Right, but I feel if you had nothing on the field, like they flame striked, and all you had is a Stormwind Champion, then it just
although we are like the most flame strike like preventative deck ever. We have 2 Burly Rockjaw Trogs, a Piloted Shredder, Ascension. All of our 5-drops have like more than 5 health even. Like, we're pretty good against the flame strike. But I wouldn't go with the Stormwind Champion because it's kind of putting all of our eggs in that like one basket when we could diversify. So I guess Druid of the Claw is kind of like the middle ground one for me, where it's kind of I think the most conservative pick here is Druid of the Claw, but I'll go with an Iron Bark.
All right, let's try it. Right?
Let's go with the Iron Bark. I do want an Iron Bark before it ends. It's just that if I don't really want a third one. Yes, a swipe is very good.
I think spells for Druid are so they're so critical for a good Druid deck, because having the spells lets you deal with the unexpected situations that you can't remove otherwise, right? If they have Micro Machine and then they play a taunt, right? Since your hero ability doesn't go through the taunts, and if you have no spells, you lose because they'll just trade with everything else but the Micro Machine and then you die. Well, having that spell lets you kill it off, lets you win.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Alright, what would we pick here? Would we pick the sheep and AoE?
This is
I think we could actually consider it.
I think we should pick the sheep.
Yeah, considering how tanky our late game is, we could play Iron Bark Protector and then a sheep, and the sheep wouldn't touch the Iron Bark at all.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
I'm okay with this sheep. Just because Oasis has done absolutely nothing for me anytime I've ever picked it in GVG.
I think Oasis is really weak. Generally, like, the only thing it has going for it is a beast, but we have no beast synergy with the fangs, so that doesn't matter. I think having extra AOE in our deck, right? Because that's how we're gonna lose, right? We get rushed down before we can stabilize. So having the sheep would be pretty useful, I feel.
Mm-hmm. I also haven't gotten sheep to work outside of mage all that well, but let's give it a shot. Oasis, I think, is a near dead card in our hand.
Something cool about sheep is you can consider it like a 3-1 or 2, which isn't that bad with the AOE effect. Mm-hmm. Because since you attack whatever and then it deals with 2 extra damage.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is you put the sheep out and you do it because it's only 2 mana, right? So you're doing something else. Yeah. And so unless you're playing a removal, which we don't really have, you're leaving something on the board that's going to get damaged by those 2 damage. So there's a very real cost to it.
It's not great, but I feel
you're not just using one card to remove your opponent's one card. You also remove like half of your own cards. So that means you have to get 2 things from your opponent. And then your opponent can play around it by trading into your existing thing.
I wouldn't play it when we have cards on the field. Like, I play it if there's like 1 card on the field. Like, we had 1 card.
You have 1 card, right? Yeah. I mean, you would only do that because you play the sheep and you play with some other card, right? And so that card has to be on the field.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, the Oasis is just so dead, I think, especially because we have so many high health things already. It's not serving a purpose.
Yeah, I just think Oasis is really weak, and Sheep could help us come back from bad spots where combo Oasis. I mean, the Ghoul with the Sheep, not really.
Okay, I have a strong opinion on this.
Okay, what's your opinion?
Let me know yours. Yep.
I don't know the pick here.
You don't know the pick here? Okay, I have a very strong opinion on Mark of the Wild right here.
All right.
Because we have enough 2s for Unstable Ghoul, so that becomes so Unstable Ghoul is just kind of like a situational card, right? You use it kind of like a Sheep, but like much better. You only need 1 damage, worse if you need 2. But if you need 1 damage, it prevents anything from happening. It prevents your opponent from really choosing who to kill, and then you get rid of those like pesky pings. But as a druid, you care less about it because you have a hero power. And Mark of the Wild is not only 1 more taunt. Like, to survive to the late game, I want things to keep taunting, right? Like, a taunt is effectively a AoE if it doesn't get removed. If he's going for the face, you can just Mark of the Wild your guy and remove something, and you'll get your card advantage back. And it's still only 2 mana.
You know, I really like seeing the Mark of the Wild. I really like it here because we have a lot of really tanky cards. You use it on the Trog, it becomes a 5/7. You use it on the Imp Master, it's like a 3/6. You know, you can use it on almost anything here in this deck, and it turns everything into a problem.
Yep.
And it's also like a form of removal.
Right.
You have to have a minion on the field, but if you do, it's a form.
You use it the same way you use like Valen's Chosen. You just can't heal it.
Yeah. Yeah. Valen's Chosen.
We're not taking this Ironbark.
I would consider it.
What? You have 2 3-drops.
I know.
It's pick 25. You have only 2 3-drops. Now, to be fair, we do have an Innervate and we have extra 2-drops. But no, no way am I taking not the Scarlet Crusader here.
No. I know. No, the Scarlet Crusader is a great pick as well. Like I'm just saying, I would consider the Ironbark here as well.
Okay.
Because you can like you have all of your 2s. Well, no, not all of them, but you can use 2s as a pseudo 3, and then like the once they see the 3rd Ironbark, they'll surrender, guaranteed. It's a fact.
Assuming they see the 3rd Ironbark. Okay, so here, Claw.
Actually, I think Abusive and Claw are the same card, except Abusive summons the body, and I don't even like Claw that much because. Like they both deal 2 damage for 1 mana, right? But Abusive gives you a 2/1 as well, where the Claw doesn't. And we have synergy with the Abusive, where we can draw the Claw in attack mode. We can Argent Protector. We can use it on the Imp Masters. We can use it on the Scarlet. We can use it on like it's turn 4. We play Trog. They play Trog. We Abusive the Trog. We kill it. I like the Abusive.
Right. I mean, the problem is you can't kill something with 2 or 3 health. You need to run one of your minions into it. And you have to have minions on the board, right?
Yeah. The weakness of the Sergeant is that if you have nothing on the board, it's not better than Claw. But if you have 1 thing on the board, it's better than the.
Well, if you have 1 thing on the board and you only need to remove 1 thing of your opponent, with the Claw you can split it. Like, you can split your attack up because one of it's coming from your hero.
You can do that with Abusive as well.
No, because you have to give it to a minion. If you have 1 minion on the board, that's the only minion that's attacking anything.
Oh, but you wouldn't use the Abusive at that point. You'd only use it to trade up.
Right. Whereas as with the Claw, you would be able to. That's what I'm saying. It's more flexible. Like, a Claw can remove that, like mini-bot or like whatever. That's just like that you need to remove. Whereas an Abusive Sergeant has a prereq.
But the problem with the Claw is that you can't Claw and then like hero ability afterwards. If you could do that, I think Claw would be a much better card. But the fact that you're locked into the hero ability, like you can't hero ability after you Claw.
Yeah.
Makes it like.
But it still diverges. It still gives you 2 attacks instead of 1.
So does Abusive. Like, Abusive is like it does the same thing. The only
no. Abusive gives you 1 attack if you have only 1 thing on the board. Abusive will only give you multiple attacks if you already have attacks on the board. Or if you need your hero power to like ping something. like consider a board of any amount of minions that you have versus any amount of minions that your opponent has. You get one extra attack from the claw because it's coming from you, unless you need to use your hero power anyway in order to ping, in which case then you don't get an extra attack. But in every other case, you get an extra attack with the claw if that extra attack is useful, compared to the Abusive Sergeant. If the extra attack is not necessary, because you're just hitting the same target, then that's not a consideration. But you have an extra, like, I don't mean like more damage, I just mean like an extra attack target. Right? Like, if your opponent has two things, you have one guy on the board, you can only hit one thing. With Claw, you can hit two things. That's like, basically what I mean. But it applies to every situation where you want to hit more things than you have attack on the board.
So the what you're saying is, like, they have two 2-health minions, right? You could Claw one and then trade with the other, where with the Abusive, you wouldn't be able to...
Right. Like, if you have, like, you know, let's say one of our big minions, like a Burly Rockjaw Trog, and he puts down 2/3/2s. Like, Abusive Sergeant wouldn't do anything. You wouldn't even play it at that point.
You wouldn't use it. You would just save it till he plays like a 5.
Right, but that means you don't have the answer for that situation, is what I'm saying. Whereas Claw answers all situations.
You have a Trog which will trade into both of them, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, you could keep the Trog alive otherwise.
Yeah, right, but with the Claw. You could save the Abusive until you need the extra.
Right, I mean, of course you're saving the Abusive, and if you have the Abusive, but it's not if you have the Abusive or nothing, it's if you have the Abusive or the Claw. Right? In one case, it's more flexible. In the other case, you're limited to these certain situations, and your payoff is a 2/1 body whenever you use it.
Well, with Claw, you're limited because you can't hero ability afterwards, right? You have to either 2 or 3 damage.
Right.
Where with the Abusive, you can Abusive and then hero. Like, he plays a Scarlet.
Right.
Right? You couldn't Claw.
Well, if he plays a Scarlet, you can't abuse it either.
You wouldn't abuse it either. Yeah, but, okay, he plays like a.
He plays like a Sunwalker. Yeah.
Or a Sunwalker. Yeah, or a Sunwalker. Yeah, that's more likely too in higher ranks, right? He plays like a Sunwalker. You have a Trog. You can hero ability and then Abusive, kill the Sunwalker. Have your Trog a 3/1.
Okay. Well, I'll pick the Abusive Sergeant, and we'll see. Well, but I'm almost certain that the situation in which Claw which you would want to Claw or Abusive Sergeant, but you can't play Abusive Sergeant, you can play Claw, is much higher than the situations in which you can play Abusive Sergeant, you can't play Claw.
Every time we see the Abusive, we can always see, oh, this could have been Claw. And see if the Claw would have
been... I mean, I've done the math on this. I know that that's the mathematical, like the answer. It's that it's not terribly close. Did someone join in? Sheng, are you back?
Sheng joined.
Yeah, sorry.
Welcome.
I actually wanted to
say something.
It's actually pretty interesting. Personally, I think I would go with the Claw.
Okay.
And I think the reason for that is actually... Like, you mentioned that since you use Claw, you can't actually use your hero power. I think that's actually kind of a good thing, because you can actually use Claw for 3 mana to do 3 damage, which is enough reach sometimes to kill something.
You can do the same thing with Abusive. All you need is like a
you just need a body. The idea is that if you have to run a body into something anyway, the Abusive Sergeant does the same thing, because you can still use the 2 mana for your face.
If you're losing, Claw is better. But if you're even or ahead, I think having the extra 2/1 on the field makes it good enough to pick over the Claw. That's my argument.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's just that that's not the full picture, right? It's that the situations aren't just, oh, sometimes Abusive Sergeant can be used and Claw can't. Sometimes Claw can be used, Abusive Sergeant can't. It's like the amount of times in which the ratio between the two is not 1-to-1. It's something like 7-to-3 or something like that. I don't remember the exact math, but it's definitely very tilted in terms of like the situations. And this is even if you have a board, is what I'm saying. Like, not obviously if you don't have a board, you can't use Abusive Sergeant. But even if you have a board, the Claw is still going to be more useful than the Abusive Sergeant, just in terms of being able to use it. If you don't count the 2/1 body that drops a much larger percent of the time. So you have to fill the initial condition of you have something on the board, and then you have to fill an additional conditional in order to use the Abusive Sergeant properly. So I think it's more situational than you're than you're considering it to be. But we'll see when it comes. I would definitely have gone for the claw, but we already took the abusive sergeant.
Well, there's definitely one thing that you didn't factor into account, Jake, which is what sounds cooler when you play it. And getting their maggot.
That's true. Claw has a really disappointing sound.
Yeah, I mean, that should be more than enough to.
That's not why we picked cards.
All right, kidding. Frost Elemental here.
Yeah, it's very clear. Yeah, keeper.
Nah, there's our keeper.
Yeah.
Despite our deck and how plentiful we are on the board in the early going, Hearth Arena is still going with keeper because it's just that much better.
Yeah, keeper's insane. Keeper's like so good. Dark Iron.
Nice.
I think Dark Iron is my favorite. Dark Iron is like abusive. Like look, Dark Iron is so good.
It's much better than the abusive.
Yeah, 'cause it's tankier.
Yeah.
But they do like you usually find targets for Dark Iron. You know, it's the same way with abusive.
Well, now you have to find 2 targets instead of 1. Is the thing.
Or you can double up on the same target.
Well, not I don't mean on the same turn. I mean you have to have that situation happen twice instead of once.
Or you could target the same guy and use a 3/5 to kill a ogre or something.
Right. I just mean you have to find 2 different situations to use the 2 different cards instead of if you just had 1 copy of it, right? This is like having 2 Dark Irons in your deck.
How many spells do we have?
Not 1, 2, 3. Lot, but Bite is kind of crappy.
I think Bite's close to unplayable because Swipe is so much better. Like it's the problem with Bite is the same problem I have with Claw. You can't hero ability afterwards. You're locked into the either the 4 or the 5 damage.
Mm-hmm.
I think Vine Teacher though is really good.
Yeah.
Especially since it gives you the 1/1s for the abusive and the Dark Iron.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even look at this. Meg Bearcat. Actually, whoa, holy crap! Violet's Teacher seems to have a lot of. Oh yeah, it gives the 1/1s. That's why. Yeah.
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 Another thing is, it's pretty cool when you play Violet Teacher with Power of the Well. You use the +1/+1 and it actually generates the token first, so you get a 2/2.
I remember it pre-GVG, pre-Nax. Anytime I played Druid, I'd look for that combo. that'd be the funnest thing. You just play that and you're like, well, it's so much value getting a. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so I just put the link to this, to the Hearth Arena link to this in the side. You want to talk a little bit about this deck, Collins, and how you imagine the games to be playing out while I snip our deck list.
Okay.
This is a classic aggro druid according to Hearth Arena. I don't think we're that aggro.
I don't predict wins because I'm always wrong. We just do the best we can. But I like this deck. I think the tempo, the playability on each turn, using up all our mana is very high. We can play 2s, we can play 3s, we can play... Our 4s are really good, and then we have enough late game to carry out the game. There's no draw, I think, in this deck, but the Iron Barks and the Mech Bear, all the late game will keep us in the game that we don't need a draw here.
Yep, I agree. I mean, Hearth Arena thinks it's an aggro deck because we have no draw, but it's not really so much an aggro deck as it's a deck that can just stay on the board for as long as it needs to before it wins or loses.
Yeah, I think it's more of a tempo deck.
Yeah, exactly. I need to tune that a bit. It's thinking a lot more things are aggro than what I would actually consider aggro. I think I need to pull that back a little and shift some into tempo. Okay. Well, so I think we have I think this is a fairly good deck. It's not terribly high value. We only have 1 swipe. We have 1 Druid of the Claw. You're never going to look at this and be terribly happy with the value. What is the total value? Let me look at what Hearth Arena is telling me.
I think having that 1 swipe though is super important. We're having 0 swipes.
Yes.
It really dumps your deck, but having that 1 swipe means that the possibility that you can swipe to stabilize is there, where with 0 you'll never see it.
Yeah, it's 66.8 is the average tier score here. So that's actually kind of normal. So I guess we have average value. We're just not quite built for the late game we're in that kind of middle zone where we have enough in the beginning.
A third Ironbark, man. A third Ironbark, man.
Yes, a third Ironbark over one of our 3/3 drops.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm just saying, it could have happened. Could have happened.
I think that one innervate is going to be really, really good, actually.
Yeah, you see, we would have had 2 innervates if we picked up that first innervate.
That's true.
I think that wouldn't have been good.
Yeah, that's true. That's why I was like totally okay with not taking that innervate, and I would have picked Savage Roar also in that first case, but I would have been really sad to not take the innervate. And the only reason for that is because later on we may get that innervate in that situation.
I will fight with honor. I must protect the wild.
We could keep the 4 and go 0-2-4. 0-2-4-4.
You want to go 0? You want to have the potential to go 0-2-4-4?
Yeah, we have a ton of great 4 drops, and that curve I think is really good.
Okay, I'm kind of okay with it because it's a paladin. It's a 3/5, so our 4s are actually very good at surviving paladin swords.
I think there are 3 really good curves if you're going second. The first one is to, coin 2 and then play a 2 and then 3/4. Then the second one is to do nothing turn 1 and then coin out a 3, play another 3 and then go 4.
You don't want to up the chances to like get that 2-2-3-4 curve. That's why I would throw away the 4, but that's just me.
I would keep the 4.
All right.
The chance there's a chance we could get like 2 Ironbarks and they would be crying.
Okay, well now we have 2 2s, sort of. So we can still start with the 2 2s.
I might even still consider the 2-4-4.
We don't have another 4.
The thing is we don't have a 3. Really, you said you only have 3 3s, so the chance that we'll draw a 3 in the next 2 turns is quite low.
That's true.
And the chance that we'll draw a 4 in the next 3 turns is quite high. So, and we can always swipe.
It's a paladin. I would always get on the board against a paladin if I can. So I want a Power of the Wild here.
I see your reasoning, right? If he had like a Ironbark Protector.
Well, Argent Protector, yeah.
Yeah. But if he Argent Protectors here, that's an Argent Protector he doesn't use in the late game. And the late game Argent Protectors is how the game becomes unwinnable, not the early game stuff.
Really? I very, very rarely lose to a late game Argent Protector compared to an early game one.
That's how I always win my Paladin games.
Yeah.
I kill a...
you always win with the late game in every class, so that doesn't really say much.
You'll like
right? You could replace that with any single class. So we're gonna kill the 1/1 with the 3/2, right?
Yeah, I like that. I mean, I would do that.
Yeah, because we had the coin, he didn't, so he can't consecrate yet. And now we can kill anything that he puts down.
It's funny because as a druid, consecrate is only good early.
And now we have this awkward turn.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about.
Yeah,
we have no play on turn 3.
Yeah,
I wonder if we would draw for it in the next turn.
Well, we'll see. But for now, I mean, the idea is you would coin out the Trog here, and then you would swipe the next turn.
Yeah.
Because he didn't do anything on turn 2, that was obviously in retrospect the right play. But I'm very, very afraid of him doing something on turn 2. Like this is the more conservative play, I think.
Yeah, I wasn't scared of the Protector.
Okay, so we can throw away the Wolf, or we can throw away the Panther. I would rather have a 3/1 on the board than a 2/2 Wolf. What about you?
Yeah, well, yeah, because we're going to play the Trog. So this plays around that stuff, but it probably won't matter. They'll probably just play a 4 drop, and it won't matter.
Yep.
But if he hero builded, it would matter.
For the king.
Right. That's the one thing.
Well,
yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, he just plays a 4 drop. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
Right, because if you protected the if you did the other way around, it'd be a 2/3 and it dies the same way. So yeah,
we ended up just taking 3 face damage. That was the only difference that made.
Yeah, I guess that's so. right? You took extra damage unnecessarily. Hammer? Oh, wow, that's a really weak use of peace.
Yeah, I was about to say. He has another follow-up play. That makes a little more sense.
It's still weak. Wow, that's so weak.
So he had a protector, he just didn't have the...
I would swipe the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we have no other good plays.
Yeah, because we're not going to hero ability into Trog and then have it die for free with the 3/3.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we swipe, we pop the Divine Shield, we kill the 3/3, we kill the 2/1.
Yep.
And he can't even kill the 1/2. And then he can't play any spells as well.
Yep.
And then now we're in a good spot for the Argent Commander or the Mech Bear, whatever we need. That card is kind of scary.
I'm okay with hero powering that afterwards, or Argent Commandering. Oh, I guess Argent Commander would actually be really awkward.
Yeah, no,
we still have a burly rock draw.
I like the oh I see. You wanna play fast. And
do you want to? Yeah, because I don't want to Argent Commander this and then trade the rock draw into this as well.
I wanted to play the 3/5 and then hero ability.
Yeah, no, that's a better play. I agree.
Yeah,
that's a better play. 5, 4 is 9. That's 6. We will have. We're going to have a problem with this if he Blessings of Kings. That's the only thing the 4/4 and the 3/5 makes a difference.
Yeah. If he Blessings of Kings.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna be conservative with this. I'm just gonna be conservative with this, just in case he has a Blessing of Kings. And we could just put down this too.
Yeah, play this card. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think this is like the first opponent. He's playing that card. But if he has Blessing of Kings, we'd be.
Yeah, because we would actually be on the verge of death if he had a Blessing of Kings.
We'd probably lose if he had because we take 6 damage.
Yeah,
and then we couldn't even kill him with the
Yep.
Ooh, we can hero ability
bomb lobber. Yeah.
And then this is where we would play our 3 Iron Bar. Right? Imagine, right? Because we didn't see Scarlet Crusader.
Well, yeah, it's true.
Right? So instead of Scarlet Crusader, we could have had an Iron Bar. That's all I'm saying. Right? Because I mean, it's not very likely you'll see the Scarlet Crusader every turn 3. Having an Iron Bar can be nice,
Reporting for duty.
Engaging TC-130.
I want to use if you're going against a druid, play your mind control effect. It's so unlikely that you'll hit off.
You want a Mech Bearcat or Ironbark?
I want to use all our mana because I think playing all your mana is such a strong way to play Arena.
Yep. So Ironbark?
Yeah, I'd play the Ironbark.
And it's an Ironbark against a Paladin. Can't do anything about it.
He has let me see. 1, 4, 6. He has 6 damage. So he has to choose silver.
Yep.
Join or die.
It's fine.
Both.
He has to use the 1/3. That's no, he doesn't.
He doesn't have the 1/3.
No. Alright, now that's a problem.
I mean, it doesn't make a difference. Bearcat would have the same result.
No. I mean, how are we killing that without that?
I mean, we Argent Commander into this and then use our hero power to finish off the Cult Master and give him the card.
Yeah. That's what we do.
Not much else we can do about it.
Yeah, we lose everything.
For the wild.
I think Cult Master's so good. When you draw one card and it pays for itself. That's all you have to do, just draw one card.
I hope you like my invention.
Missing 5 play. If only that Ironbark is a Druid of Law. Alright, that's good. It's good that he chooses those. Alright, because he's using 4 damage to deal. That shuts down all of our 3 fives.
Alright, now it's time to innervate something.
Wait, you play the Violent Teacher innervate into the
Meg Bearcat and the hero power, yeah.
Yeah, you see, this is what I'm saying. Innervate becomes hero power. It's only like decent because we have the Violent Teacher.
Well, but if we have a different configuration of things, like we could play Ironbark with a Violet Teacher or with a Rock Draw.
But I'm saying like it could be a different card, right? Like it's not like game changing to pick it up, to have one in the deck here. It could be a different card, is what I'm saying. Right?
Pay attention, class.
But I think this is a pretty powerful card.
Yeah.
Like it gets a 1/1 and it removes a 1/1.
No, it's only like decent because you have the Violent Teacher. If we didn't have the Violent Teacher, it wouldn't be, as good as it is here. I wonder if he's gonna kill the 7/6 or go for the greed play.
He has to kill the teacher.
Yeah, the problem with leaving the teacher. No, that's not big game because he would have done it on the. He'd have big game the Iron Force.
Oh, come on! So this is the problem I have with playing value. There's always going to be so many people, like, you just need a couple of them each run like this guy, or you can't outvalue them no matter how much value you have.
Yeah, you can.
Wish that was the case the last run that we did.
Blade Master, Rusty Hornet, put a Trog out and clear the 1/1.
Yeah. Yeah, I like protecting the Trog. He should rush. He's quite low. He's lower than I expected. But I don't think it's right to rush down a Paladin because they have so much heal.
Yeah, and he has so many cards. Like if he has a heal, he's probably drawn it.
Yeah. So we're not going to. But I feel that's how we're gonna win this game, unless we draw like Druid of the Claw.
Follow the rule.
Ugh, more Aldors. Aldor combos.
Reporting for duty.
Do
we get greedy and Knife Juggler? I don't think so. I think we just clear it with the hero power.
No, because even if we play the Knife Juggler and it doesn't hit the 1/1, he still can't kill the.
That's true.
He still wouldn't be able to kill the Iron Buck. It wouldn't matter. And then now we have.
Oh. What a sniper.
And well, that could happen. But even if that didn't happen, now we have 11 damage on the field. So if he can't remove it, and we draw like a Druid of the Claw, but he can remove it, so it doesn't matter. Oh man.
He can remove it. He can remove everything. That's the 3rd sword.
Yeah.
Am I counting this right?
Yeah.
He had 3 swords, 2 Aldors. Jesus. And then 2 Hammer of Wraths and random shit. That's also pretty good. Yeah. I don't think we're ever gonna win this. Do you want to give up right now?
No, we play the sheep. That's it. We just. No blades.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You want me to preemptively hit the 3/3 so he uses that?
No. We can do it next turn. We're gonna hero ability next turn.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but I mean, his deck is really, really good. That's pretty much why. The first matches can either be, you're against a really bad opponent, or you're against a guy with a really good deck, and this is the good deck guy. All right, so thinking back when he had the No, I don't think they would have changed the game.
Nothing would have changed this game.
Yeah.
There's no way we could play. There's no like one or two other cards we could have had. Nothing. This game was in the books as soon as we saw his deck. We needed to race him down very quickly.
We could kill the everything but the 3/5. The problem is even if we did it.
For the wild. I must save.
Whoa. Explosive sheep though was semi-value here.
It had a lot of value. It just nothing matters.
Yeah. He has a 3.5 card advantage, just through better cards. What's it called? The Peacekeepers.
Oh, BM kill! Oh, he gets it. Nice.
He had another. He had more removal.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did.
But it looks cool.
That was the best way to kill us.
Yeah, it was definitely cool.
I am not upset about that loss. I don't think there was anything we or anyone could have done or drafted or done anything about.
He believes Cult Master won this game.
Yep.
I think Cult Master was really good.
Yep. Cult Master definitely won the game. And there wasn't anything we could do about that.
So there was a point that Collins made about the explosive sheep and how it sort of got us value in the end when we were totally behind and we didn't have a board.
Yep.
I kind of feel like that's the problem if you play the sheep in a class that isn't mage, because you don't get to choose exactly when you enable it, right?
The issue with the sheep is that you take all the damage of the cards on the field.
Well, the problem is that if you're way ahead,
the sheep is useless.
Because it just stays in your hand. Whereas if you're the mage, you can ping it if you want to.
Yeah, and when you're a mage, it's a consecrate, which is a great card. But if you're behind and you don't have ping, you take all the damage on the cards in the field. So you have to have like a lot of heal or some kind of way to stabilize even after taking that damage with the sheep. But it's something to consider.
Okay, so what would you do here? Would you keep the 2 4s, or would you keep a 3 and a 4?
I think I'd keep the keeper. And that's it.
You throw away the Crusader? This is like one of our 3
No.
drops.
I'll keep the Crusader because we only have 3 drops. So any 3 drop we see, we would keep early because we're not going to get another one.
We have so many 2 drops.
Yeah, we do. But we also have a lot of late game as well. So we could coin out the Scarlet on turn 2, maybe. It would force him to hero power on turn 2.
Nope, it would not.
Nope, never mind. it would do nothing.
It does nothing.
Now it does nothing.
Oh, come on, we don't draw a single 2.
I think we just
yeah, that's why I don't like to keep the 4s. We have enough 4s. Like, we're just drawing our 4s. And this may be a good one, but
I think we hero power the 2/3, and then we'll keep it next turn, right? And then we'll play the Trog after that, right? It's Zombie Chow, so we're gonna heal up for all the damage we take this turn. So taking.
You think this is more valuable than silencing the 1/2?
Yeah, that card doesn't matter. I don't like silence. I really like avoid silence. Dealing damage is always way better. A lot of times I see silence and I'm like, this is the same as dealing 1 damage because they pop a divine shield or something. Like it doesn't do enough, right? The best targets are like the death rattles, and even that is slow because removing a death rattle doesn't.
Hey, he skips a turn 2.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're good here, right?
So we each skipped a turn. Well, he didn't skip his first turn, so we're 1 turn behind still. But yeah, we point out that
we technically didn't skip a turn because we used it where we can kill off the Zombie Chow. Where without it, we wouldn't be able to kill off.
I must safeguard.
Right? It's like we're playing It's like we played a 3/2, and instead of playing the keeper, we're playing a no mission runner. That's what happened.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's fair.
Yeah. I was going for the aggressive, but that would have happened regardless if it was the 1/1s or the other ones. So we play the Trog here. Let's play the biggest minion. This is the deck, right, where you just play all these big stuff, and we'll slowly outvalue him.
Well, we hope we'll slowly outvalue him. It's not really in our control.
He's not a paladin with the BS peacekeeper kind of tempo swing of anything. Right? He's a lonely druid with the druid's cards.
Alright, Druid of the Claw or Fen Creeper? Fen Creeper does the job.
I'd use the Fen Creeper.
Yeah, I agree.
Right, if you can use a weaker card and have the exact same result, use the weaker card.
It's questionable whether it's the exact same result. It's the exact same result on the board.
I mean, unless he defenders of Argus.
Yeah.
Where shall I strike?
Defender of Argus or like Shatter Sun Cleric. There are ways. Innervate out a Stormwind champion, you know.
Yeah, there are ways.
There are ways, but I'm with you. I want to save this Druid of the Claw.
So we can Dark Iron and then Hero Ability.
What to do?
Or we can Dark Iron and then Power the Wild.
Yeah, I was thinking Darker and Power of the Wild.
But you're okay. If we do that, our card becomes a 6/7.
No, I know it's not a good play. It was just our other option. Yeah, we Dark Iron and Hero Power.
Yeah.
You call that a weapon? For the wild.
I don't know if people are talking about the plays of the opponent, but once you lose a game, never talk about the opponent's plays. It's just you know, once you're 0-something, the opponents are not going to be the best players in the
I don't know if I necessarily agree with that.
Well, you know, we're 0-something.
Nah, yeah, I know, but
let's just start off there. We're 0-1.
Kind of argument.
It's fine. We have a ton of cards. He has the board. He played a really useless card.
All right, so we play the 5 and the power.
Hero Power? No, don't put out a Power of the Wild.
No, the Power of the Wild.
Okay.
Yeah, not the Hero Power. The Power of the Wild.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, we want to get it with the Violet Teacher, but I don't think that's happening.
Well, Hero Power does nothing, so there's no reason to play it. Unless you put it in charge mode. No, but that's super silly. Right, he's running out of cards. Right,
Yeah.
he's not a like the deck should be ahead in cards because of how strong the individual cards are. It's just that the first match was against a paladin with 3 True Silvers, with 2 Peacekeepers, with double hammer. So he just had a ton of value, like the gods of value type cards for paladin, and it didn't matter what we had, right?
Yep. This is all good. Going according to plan. Where's our swipe?
Alright, so he's
swipe. He's totally run out of cards.
So I think here we can play the Iron Bark and kill off the 2/3. Right? He can't kill the Iron Barks, meaning
yeah. But I kind of want to play some stuff and use the Hero Power instead of just throwing our Iron Bark away. You know.
So what would you play? You'd play the the Argent or the Violet Teacher? The issue I have with the Violet Teacher is you don't use all your mana.
Okay, but I think it accomplishes the same thing as the Iron Bark, except you take like 7 more face damage, which I'm okay with.
But
and then it sets up your... Okay, but it has the same effect even if it doesn't use all of our mana, is my point.
But he wouldn't be able to kill the Iron Bark unless he drew into extra damage.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, and then next turn our plays become a lot easier to do, right? We could go 6-3, we could go 4-3 hero.
I was just trying to get more value. I guess we really don't need value seeing this hand. Like seeing his hand.
That's like the one card, but then he has to use 2 cards.
So there's a lot of cards he could have drawn, but that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. We're just taking more damage.
I think I'd Artisan Commander that. I don't want to take
I don't want to take more damage either. It's the only way. No, we can't.
No.
You know what? Actually, we could.
No, we couldn't. Artisan Commander does the same. I mean, we save damage, right? Imagine he has the way we're gonna lose is we get rushed down. Oh, I would hero building the.
Oh crap! Yeah. No, that's right.
Yeah, and then well, all right. Let's hope he doesn't draw into like really good stuff. Red matters, right? Because now he kills everything. Right, if we hero powered, it would be the exact same play. Like, you'd have the exact same field, except we'd have a Scarlet in our hand. Right, because our hero ability would kill the 2-1, and then you'd have to trade and then hero ability for that. So we'd have the same field, but we'd have a Scarlet in our hands, but whatever. So what would we do here? Would we sheep here?
Yeah, I think we need to sheep.
Okay. Yeah, we play the...
Violet Teacher, sheep, hero power.
I think that's it, yeah. Violet Teacher, sheep, and that's it.
Class.
Oh, APC Twitch. I think Hammer of Wrath is a great late game card. Just use it. It's like Gnomer's Inventor, except it's a Wolf Rider instead of a 2/4.
Time waits for no one.
It's a Wolf Rider for 1 extra mana, and then you draw a card, right? So you're paying 1 more mana to, right? People play Wolf Rider, right? So why would you not play Hammer, right? Because Hammer goes through Taunt as well, So I think it's a really good card. If you're playing, controlish. I see what he's doing. Why does he have like the weirdest answer that works really well?
It's fine. Savage Roaring.
Yeah, I know.
2 Oasis.
Innervate would do nothing here.
True. Innervate would do nothing. Well, let's do this first, because we need the Savage Roar.
Yeah.
Well, we wouldn't have to waste the Savage Roar if we had a Claw instead of an Abusive Sergeant. That's true. Claw's just a lot more flexible. That's why,
Right, so these are just different styles, like different types of everything. But we can probably use Abusive next turn, right? So even if we couldn't use it this turn, we'll probably squeeze it out here this turn.
Yeah.
Right, where Claw you don't get the 2-1 body.
That turtle is actually really annoying.
Yep. It's very, very annoying. And it is going to die. Well, maybe it's not going to die.
Ooh, Knife Juggler. Oh, this is really good. Yeah, you see, much better than Claw here.
Well, Claw would have been better before we would have had Savage Roar here.
Oh man.
We're just arguing, but seriously, it's really good here. And then we can attack into the 2/3, and then we'll get another totem, and we can maybe kill it off as well.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. So 1 point for me, 1 point for you.
Alright, let's hope he doesn't
I thought we're
lethal
discussing
us.
the Knife Juggler is really good.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we're talking about the Abusive versus the Claw. That's what we're talking about.
That's good. That means he doesn't have it.
God.
We need a taunt.
Yeah, we need Iron Bark or anything really. Just any taunt. Really? Yeah!
There's an
we
iron
could have
bar.
had 3 iron bars.
For the wild.
Alright, I think we're in a really good spot now. Right, because it's almost impossible for Drew to deal with big things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like that's one of the big. If you play a big minion and they have no minions on the field, it's almost guaranteed to survive, because the only way to remove it is like natural life or some kind of silly play.
Well, now he also has recycle, but or a Thel Reaver. Actually, could become useful to mill some of his deck.
Bomb Lover's not that good.
Bomb Lover doesn't do anything.
Okay, wait. Okay, so I believe we go face, right?
Yeah, we go face and we don't play the Bomb Lobber.
The question is, will the 3 damage be lethal? I don't think it will, but right, we go face, right, and then we'll see how much damage is left. It'll be at like 6 or something, 7.
He'll be left at 4. Because we have 10, 11 damage here. He'll be left at 4.
Yeah, and
but
then
we can't play the Bomb Lobber. Or like, I mean, we can play. But so he's gonna use his hero power.
Yeah, you see, we put him to 4, right?
Yeah, so he's gonna be actually at 5.
Yeah. So and then our 3/3 plus.
So it actually does matter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, if he can't remove it, we kill him next time. That's my point.
Oh, that's also very good.
Yeah, so
as it turns out, we milled one of his best cards.
Yeah, so I think it was super important to play it there. We just got lucky with the Iron Bar. He has Starfire to not die, right? He's gonna Starfire and not die. But he's still gonna be.
I mean, the other option was to hold it and play for card advantage. But
yeah, but he's gonna be at 3, right? He's gonna be at 2, and then he's gonna be at 4.
He apparently has something that can deal 1 damage.
For 2 mana?
Oh no. Can we have something with charge?
Oh, that's...
kind of works. So we go face?
Yeah, okay, if we go face, he's at 1, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, it works. I'd go face here.
But...
no, because if we go control,
right? No, he can't use his hero power, yeah.
If we kill the 2/2, right, he survives an extra turn. Where if we don't, if we go face, he's dead unless he has removal.
Yeah, or a taunt.
Or taunts, yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like he has a taunt.
No, it doesn't seem like his luck ran out with the Iron Bark. The Iron Bark go away. So here he's gonna waste 2 minutes and then surrender. I know players. Oh, he has Bite.
Oh, he's alive.
Yeah, that's his secret ability.
He wins.
Oh wow, wow! What is this luck?
So we're 0-2 now.
I know, this is crazy. Unusual, too. But, I mean, I've been 0-2 before.
Yeah.
How did this happen? How did we lose this one?
We tried to outvalue them, and it turned out he had more value than we did. He drew he drew a bunch of he drew to a bunch of his outs, and then we were playing.
I feel he got like super lucky.
I mean, that's what happens though. When you play value, it's all out of your hands.
All right, let's keep going. I want to get water, but
all right.
Yeah, the throwing away the Scarlet Crusader.
Yeah, throwing away the Scarlet Crusader hurt.
That's what happened. Yeah.
I must protect the wild.
That's why we lost that. Man, I didn't think it was. Well,
this is
it
good.
sucks that It sucks that yeah, we have an extra curve.
Job's done.
Alright, so we have a curve. And this is a 0-2 guy, so I am not worried. But it is Paladin. I mean, he can have 3 truths over his 2 peacekeepers.
You can't go 0-2 with that deck. I don't care how you play it. Like, even if you just swing to the face, you'll outdoor enough things to, like, just get it.
Yeah, it's a deck that's hard to lose to. So we have to trade since we're playing the Scarlet Crusader.
Yep. Well, we trade anyway. It's a Paladin.
Wow. He has the coin.
Oh, is he gonna? What's he gonna coin? Why is he even thinking about coining?
This is a 0-2 guy. Okay. Okay, good.
Well, that took a while for the 2 minions to die.
What should I pick for an aggro deck without any AoE at 13 picks? I don't know.
That's probably not the best question to take. Oh man, he actually has like a really good answer to our Scarlet Crusader.
We just go face and play the Power Strider.
Yeah.
Join or die.
But that's like a really good answer.
Yeah.
I cannot think of a better answer a Paladin could play.
Do you think that having the coin is so much more important now? No, I think actually the not having coins better. I don't think coin does enough.
I haven't really tracked my my coin and not coin playing.
Going
so
first is
not
really
sure. I normally win about 5% more going first.
Huh. Okay, so we can hero ability trade and play the red card.
Do we trade? I want to eat the 1/1.
For the wilds.
That's fine. That's fine as well. You know, but it's funny. Imagine he plays Argent Protector.
After a hand of protecting this?
Yes.
Okay. Actually, maybe. I don't really know how he plays. He's 0-2. He could be very unpredictable.
Have the
no.
ability.
He's 0-2.
Usually you can guess what.
Good. I was about to say, if he ran that into the 1-3, I was going to die. Oh, now we're going to Dark Iron him. Poor guy.
Oh, we have a 2-drop. We don't even need a Dark Iron drop. We could freeze and then do it later. Alright, because the other play, you throw. Oh, wait, we could Dark Iron and. Well, no, I like freezing him. Just do it later.
Yeah. Alright. I mean, I would prefer clearing his board, but I guess we could set up some kind of swipe thing.
We can look for a better usage of like if he plays like a 5-4, we can our 5-5 can hit the 4-3, and then we could like Dark Iron Direwolf and kill a 4 attack minion, a 4 health minion for sure.
That's
right,
true.
Because the 5-5 can kill
Let
the
me think.
the 4-3 at any point if we want to do that.
Reporting for duty.
That's fine. Now we Dark Iron and tap. Or we could just Argent Commander. We should probably just Argent Commander. Yeah. That conserves the most things on the board, and it gives us more flexibility going forward. Just to Argent Commander the 4-3.
What to do?
Okay, so the 5-5 is hitting the 2-5.
Yeah.
That's happening every time. Right, so you can get that out of the way. The other play, the 2 plays is to Dark Iron, and then Hero ability.
Yep.
Or
Argent Commander. and
Argent.
eat the
I like the Dark Iron hero build. I like
just because it gets a bigger body out.
You can save the Argent with Direwolf for a 5 damage reach. Or something like that.
I mean, you could do that with the Dark Iron, too. I mean, the only difference is one has a bigger body, the other one saves the 1/3.
Well, the Argent Commander puts 2 cards in concentrate, right?
Yeah,
you have the
but that's
1/2.
fine, right? It's a 1/2, that's not really a card, and then the 4/2.
We could have a game where only one of our minions is in consecrate range every. Right, we'd play Trog and then we'd play like other stuff.
Wow, doesn't hit his face even once.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, but it doesn't kill any of our guys as well.
I'm happy with this result.
Yeah.
We should explosive sheep.
I know you're joking.
But you're still scared. Okay, we'll just take the good trade.
Yeah, we take the good trade.
And then we drop the Trog, drop the Wolf, use our hero power to clear the 1/1.
Yeah, I like that. If we were pressured, like we were really low, I would consider the Argent. But we're not good at that. So there's no need to do that.
Magic detected.
He has a lot of those cards. We'll just trade our 6/2 into it. We have a ton of cards.
No.
Like, we don't need to, but you just want to use our face and clear it.
I like using the
Argent
4/5 and hero ability to kill the 2/4, 2/5.
And then use the
And then
Argent
we'll-
Commander. Because we can use the Argent Commander to clear the 2/5.
No, I think we use the 6/2 to kill the 3/4, and then we play Fen Creeper. Right? What I'm doing is if we do it the other way, we'd have a ton of things in consecrate. But if we do it this way, our Trog is a 4/3.
Well, we'd have 2 things in consecrate range.
That's too much for me. Right, that's the only way he's gonna win. He consecrates and then he does something else.
Time waits for no one.
So I'd play the Fen Creeper just to keep it alive.
I never care about giving 2 things to a consecrate. Especially when we're up so many cards. I prefer to like end the game before he draws into his Deathwing.
He doesn't have Deathwing. He's 0/2.
Maybe he didn't draw it in either of his first 2 games.
Maybe. But
Or maybe,
it
got like Shadow or Death or Mind Controlled immediately.
So now we can utilize the Argent and Hero ability to kill that off for free.
Okay.
And then we can use the 2/2 to hit the 1/1. Yeah.
To Northrend! Victory or death! For the wild!
Alright. Do we have lethal next turn?
We should. We have a Swave and a hero power.
5, 7, 11.
The victory!
Yeah.
Alright. We avoid getting my second career 03. It's happened to me exactly once.
Oh, really? What class?
A Paladin.
Really?
Well, in Nax. Not here.
Okay.
Not in GVG.
Okay.
I haven't gotten 03 in GVG yet. I have gotten 1/3
Yeah,
though. On like a decent deck too. I was like just rampaged, like I was run over by like 3 decks where I had no shot whatsoever. I'm just like, how are you 0-2? Or like 1-2 or whatever my last matchup was.
Versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
I must protect the wild.
Collins, I think you're frozen. Your like camera feed to me is frozen.
I'm frozen. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. You're back. You're back.
Yeah, because it was frozen for me too.
Okay.
You want to keep the innervate or do you want to throw it away?
I want to keep everything. Definitely keep the innervate. That's not even a question.
I'd keep everything as well. So would you innervate double 2 and then play Mark of the Wild?
First turn, coin, innervate double 2, and then Mark of the Wild. That's a little greedy.
It's super aggressive. If we drew it into a 3-drop, I would consider it.
Yeah.
Kill him before he can say hi. I'd coin out the raptor at least.
Yeah.
Maybe save innervate for turn 5.
Yeah, I'm thinking of turning for turn 3 because we don't have a turn 3 play.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll draw a 5 play by then.
Alright, so we hero ability kill it off. Force him the okay, cool. And then we can draw the claw. Draw the claw into his fireball.
Yeah. Yeah, if we innervate out the market while we have nothing to do the next turn, we can't do it.
Oh, innervating out the mark of the wild it's not that good because here he's either forced to ping with 3 mana.
Yep.
Or we get a flute 3.
Yep.
Yeah. So I like forcing him to ping with it.
All right, now we play into the fireball.
Or do you want to do it in charge mode? Right. Even if he plays
it's 4 damage is kind of pointless, especially for how our deck is going.
I agree. There's some times when I have like.
And plus, he's 1/2. He may not have a single fireball in this entire deck, much less in his hand.
That's true. I like that. Whatever 4-drop he.
No. Okay.
No.
I'm kind of okay with this.
We'd attack, right, and see what comes out. Or do you not want to do that? You want to like just dark eye his face? Or what's your plan?
I would dark iron his face.
All right, that's fine. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what else. There's no good thing to do. I would dark iron his face just to get more stuff out here. Because I don't like popping these things. He'll get to attack with it again on the next turn. We're not going to swipe it.
No.
We have an abusive sergeant still, so we're not like saving this dark iron. And next turn we can abusive sergeant, power of the wild, and mark of the wild.
That's what I was scared about.
I can't believe he would actually just hold the what's it called? Oh, he top decked it. Oh, whatever. Now the abusive sergeant gets some value.
Or we could mark of the wild.
What's our follow-up play to mark of the wild? Power of the wild? I guess that's the same for abusive sergeant too.
Well, abusive doesn't. I think I like abusive better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we can hero ability as well. That doesn't really matter.
No, that doesn't really matter. But it's just like actually, yeah. But they both force him to ping.
Yeah, they do. Right, and I think Mark of the Wild is a little bit better standalone.
Yeah. We could also just preemptively mark the wild the abusive sergeant and force him to not be able to ping.
It'd be a 4-3. But then we run out of cards. I'm worried.
He's taking the 2/1 anyway. It's like you're using a card to save a card.
But he has to spend. Then he can only play a 4-drop.
Yeah, but we're wasting mana right now.
That's right.
Like
we're gonna run out of mana. I feel we're definitely gonna run out of mana. Right, like we could be empty in 2 turns. Like we drop a 4-drop.
Shall not see
Whatever.
Fine, we take the trade, play a cat.
Yep.
Down 3 cards. I can't believe he saved the polymorph.
No, he top decked it.
Oh right, that's right. He top decked it.
Yeah, he top decked the polymorph. I don't know what his other spell was.
Swipe.
I don't think we swipe. I think we save swipe.
Okay.
And we just play the we'd attack the 2/3 first, see what we get, and then we'd make our decision based on that.
Can we play the injured?
We're probably gonna. I mean, we're almost definitely gonna play the injured, but we want to see what we get.
He's gonna gobble it up with the water elemental.
Yeah, we might hero ability it preemptively. Maybe it depends.
What?
The other play is to swipe, right?
Yeah,
swipe.
is to mech bear cat the water elemental and then swipe the 2/3.
But I feel we can get more value out of swipe.
Or even not swipe the 2/3. I would still attack into the water elemental and put out an injured blade master. Because otherwise we do have to preemptively hit the water elemental.
Time waits for no one.
Alright. We can attack the water elemental. Oh, or not. Alright, we can give it time. No, why? It has taunt. It has taunt, so there's no need to,
Just in case.
Okay.
That 3 damage and that free, it's not doing that much for us right now.
But now we're forced, we'd be forced to, swipe it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, well, we wouldn't be forced to swipe it. But, like, we can't hero ability it next turn if
No, we don't want to anyway. We want an Ironbark.
Yeah, I know, but... Okay. Okay.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Yeah. There we are. And then we give Ironbark taunt. Ooh. No, I still like Ironbark.
You don't want to keep or swipe that thing on attack face?
No, if he has like polymorph or whatever, then we can keep her next turn, right? Because he'll trade into the 4/3, so we don't have to keep her here. Right?
That's
either
true.
he doesn't have an answer, and then we're ahead, or he has an answer, we have an answer to his answer.
Alright, I just don't like keeping a Stormwind champion on the board. Taunts always come out.
I think on the mage it's not that good because mages like they tend to have it's not as good as if it was like a shaman or a paladin or something like that. Yeah, he doesn't. Alright, we can kill the right. We have the answer to his answer.
Yep.
Yeah, that's my point. Would we swipe here?
I mean, it's kind of pointless because he gets the extra attack.
That's yeah. Yeah, it's pointless. We'd attack keeper.
What to do?
I think. Oh no, that wouldn't matter because he's gonna kill the Ironbark with the 5 and the. Oh wait. Would we swipe the? Okay, because I want to protect the Ironbark for some reason. Nah, I think swipe is better.
Wonder.
We'll still have a keeper and a fairy dragon on the field.
Wait, what do you mean you think swipe is better? You want to swipe the 6/6 and then trade the 4/3 into the 3/2?
I was considering that. Alright, and then we could keep her the 3/2. He'd have a 5/5, and then we'd have a
Yeah, so which way?
I like the normal trade, keeping the selection open.
Did you like the way what?
I like the play you're doing.
Your turn to bleed!
Powering up. Portals online.
The Frost Wolves stand ready.
I'd play the truck.
Well, you swipe and then use your face to kill the 7/7, right? Or no, you swipe the 7/7, use the 2/4.
No, we're not swiping here.
What?
No, we're not swiping. We're taunting up.
What?
Right, we're taunting up the 2/4.
Next turn. We're gonna use the 2. Yeah, we're gonna do that. And then we taunt up the 2/2. And then we taunt up the 2/2. Yeah, then we'll swipe right next turn. He's gonna play a minion, and then trade, and then we're gonna swipe, right? So by not swiping here, we get the 1 damage on whatever he's coming. That's unless he plays nothing. That's rare. So what's he holding?
I don't know. If you swipe earlier, you get to play this Fen Creeper this turn.
Yeah, but we don't need to. We can. Well, the Fen Creeper will eventually come out.
It's true. All right. Well, we're swiping the 7/5.
Yeah, we swipe 7.
For the wild.
I guess we can do Chugger turn. Right. I wonder what he's keeping in his hand.
Pyroblast.
No,
it's not a fireball.
That'd be a useless card then. I mean, most of the game, yeah. He kept something.
He just didn't have a chance to play the Bloodfen.
I don't know, it was an arcane.
Well,
he kept the arcane.
I'll show them.
Yeah, it makes sense to keep that. Oh, it's because we had a truck. That's right. I'll play the Fen Creeper here. Yeah.
It does mean that if that thing actually pops, we can't play an Ironbark. Not that we could play a Fen Creeper either, but... What?
That's interesting.
What?
That's...
What?
Okay. This is the 2 lost guy.
I can taste the mana.
Yeah.
What is even happening?
Okay. Alright, let's play the Imp Master.
Sure, well, okay, what are we doing with this first? Because we may not have to. We may be able to play the Ironbark. Are we attacking face with this? Or do you want to make a trade?
No, I want to make a trade.
With the 7/1? Okay, what do you want to do with the 3/6? You want to
I'd use the 3/6 to hit the 1/3. Right, if it's duplicate, right?
It is. So now we can play the Ironbark with no fear. Right?
Yeah, we can play the Ironbark.
Because
I've used the... Yeah, let's play the Ironbark. We can go face, actually. Right, put him to head.
Because we end the game.
Yeah. I don't know if you're stupid, right?
I mean...
I guess he wanted to play duplicate, right? But he didn't want to, he didn't want to force the 1/3, right?
No, he doesn't even have a secret. Yeah, he's very dead.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. He wanted to play duplicate, but he wanted us to attack his stronger guys, right? Because if he played it normally, he would ping and then trade, and the only thing he'd have is a 1/3 on the board, right? Yep. That's why he did that. What he did. It ended up sucking really hard, but that's his justification.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some water.
Okay.
And I'll be right back.
Be right back. I'll start the mulligans.
Okay.
Valfurion versus Valera.
Watch your back.
I must protect the wild.
L3 Otha says, playing way too slow, guys. I guess he's not a long-time viewer. This is the speed we go at. It does not get faster than this. Ooh, we actually got 2 3-drops. That's good. I guess we'll coin out the 2 3-drops for once. Not that they're very good. Power of the Wild, coin out Injured Blade Master. I guess Power of the Wild is kind of the same thing as coining out the Injured Blade Master unless you backstab. So I play around the backstab. I don't know what else I'm using this coin for. So I play the Imp Master. No, I can't play the Imp Master. Nothing happens. Nothing even dies. Yeah, the Imp Master can't kill anybody.
Murder!
991woot119 says, how do I stop Implosion from doing 4 damage every time? You can't. Implosion will always do 4 damage every time and summon 4 imps when it's used against you. And when you use it, it will only do 2 damage and summon 2 imps. That's what the card text says. He plays a raptor. That's fine.
I am not a morning person.
It's technically going to have to hero power again to trade with this thing.
Okay.
Welcome to the slowest playing rogue ever.
It's turn 4.
I'm playing the Trog, not the Violet Teacher.
Violet Teacher.
Yeah, I'm not playing the Violet Teacher. Because I have very little faith I'm going to Power the Wild the next turn. Unless I play an Explosive Sheep and Power the Wild that to have... it's actually not that bad of a board. That'll probably give him some trouble, actually. Violet Teacher, a 2-2, like Violet Teacher at a 3-6, a 2-2, and then a 2-2 Explosive Sheep.
But Trog makes sense, though, right? Like, we could do that, all that stuff.
Fine! Be anti-fun and pro making a better play.
Special delivery!
Fine. Little Fen Creeper here.
Yep. That's a good draw.
Yep. Shakuna makes it sound like he's actually a process to be a co-host. You basically claim that you're infinite, and then you, like, if you have stats, showing them to me would be nice. Otherwise, you can just, like, make the claim, and I don't think you're lying, and then, you know, we'll set up a time you can get on here. Oh, God. That's a lot of cards.
Life would be good. I would even play the Mech Bear here.
The Mech Bearcat?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we have to. Although he can get, like, if he gets rid of it,
we're dead.
Yeah.
What's the other play? Right, what's the other play?
The other play is to Violet Teacher and Power of the Wild.
Then we have a 4/6 and a 2/2.
Which is 2 more health on the board than this current play.
If he plays a two cards with 7 mana, then he kills the
yeah, no, you're right.
Teacher for free.
You're right. This is our only play. Oh, we're dead.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if he can remove it without using his questing, right? That's what we don't want to see.
Mm-hmm.
I can find a string of 100 games with a 70% win ratio.
Get back, you scabby dog!
I bet it's not that funny. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Not dead yet. Not dead yet. So we eat up the 5/5, and then we drew it to the claw, and then we remove the 2/1.
Yeah, I like that. So let's see what we get.
We can cloak something. I don't care.
Well, no, it doesn't matter. It wouldn't matter.
Yeah. We could also just. I would want to draw to the claw to make it a 4/4 to charge it into the 7/4.
Yeah, I was about to mention that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to mention that. I like that play better. I mean, right? If we put it in top mode, our hope is he trades, right? So we may as well do it ourselves. Right, this is why Salty Dog, bro. Because, I mean, like, no other 5-drop would be able to... You get to do what you want, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So this is fine. We can drop the... Fine.
So the good thing now is we have a card advantage, right?
Yeah, we have card advantage. He's slowed down. I think he can sprint and we'll still be okay. And unless he just drew something, he had no big removal, so we can play the Ironbark safely.
I'd be scared of sprint. I think we... Yeah, I think we Violet Teacher. Oh my god, we could make a ton of 1/1s.
Yeah.
Oh man, Violet Teacher. You
Whirling Blades.
You Whirling Blades. Innervate.
Innervate, Power of the Wild, and then a Hero Power.
The next turn we can like Savage Roar.
Pay attention, class.
That's good.
A lot. Innervate's only good if you have a Violet Teacher. Preemptively. It's so good here, though. It's
so good.
It's really good.
I am ready to learn. I am ready to learn.
He's like, what kind of weird ass combo deck is this shit?
Oh my god. Yeah.
I am ready to learn.
For the wild.
Okay, now let's hope we're not dead. Because we have 15 health.
He has...
And he has 7, so he only needs 8 damage to kill us. Which is very possible for a rogue.
That's actually not hard.
Not hard at all.
Yeah, he needs a charge and the Tinker.
Yep.
But if we survive this turn, right?
That's good. That's a good
he's
start.
Gonna be like, he sees the cards and he like must kill. Not even, he does have it.
Oh no! No Eviscerate.
Oh crap. Oh crap.
Does he have an Eviscerate?
Oops.
Right in the back.
Is the last card an Eviscerate?
Whoa. Okay.
Alright.
I'm pretty sure we taunt.
Really? Hold on, can we just win if we Savage Roar?
Let me see. Savage Roar gives us 10 damage.
11.
How much damage do we have?
11. No, it doesn't really give us 10 damage. 3 plus 4, 7, 7 plus 7, 14. Not
there's
enough.
no need. There's no need of Savage Roar.
No need. Yeah. Well.
Yeah. The question: Are we? No, we're not. Well, are we? Are we trading the 5, 6 instead of 7? What's the other play? Trade all of the other cards.
Let's trade it. I'd rather trade it.
Yeah, I think we trade it.
Right.
Just to be safe.
Right. Yeah, now we can clear the board.
Do as you say. I shall do as you say.
Because he had like a set. Alright. Oh crap. Right, he has a 4 attack guy.
Yeah, I mean, all he needs to do is like find a way to get rid of the 8/8, and we're dead.
Yeah, but that's hard.
To draw anything to get rid of the 8/8 or an eviscerate.
Why Iron Bark is good.
No, there's the eviscerate.
Yeah, probably. Or
My eyes are
he didn't draw any
That's
removal.
cool.
Huh. Huh. He has another backstab. What's he thinking about at this point? Shadow Step? He can't even play it anymore. That was really bad. What? That didn't make sense.
Okay, so we don't win this turn.
We want a 4/4 hero ability.
We're not playing around the MC tech.
Play around Betrayal.
But we're not playing around the MC tech. Question is,
okay. Can we kill him next turn if we don't play around MC tech? Can we kill him even without MC teching? I mean, even without can we kill him even if we play around MC tech? I think we can.
We can if he doesn't remove stuff.
what?
But presumably he's going to remove something. But okay, actually, if he removes the 8/8, we're just dead.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
I think we do. We play around the MC, and we just go facing hero.
For the wild.
Right. It gives us another window to not lose.
So if this stays alive,
We win.
we win.
But if
you could kill
if
the
it
2/2.
dies-
Waits for no one.
Yep. Yeah. Right. And we have a Savage Roar too.
Yeah.
We're fine. Yeah. If the
I don't know
8/8
if we're
survives, we win.
I don't know
If
if
the
we're
8/8
fine,
does
but
not
yeah.
survive, we lose. We lose.
Yeah.
My
He's just bragging.
eyes are open.
Oh yeah, he has a heal. He has a heal. That's true, but
You might feel
it was either he had. I think this deck was better than
It was.
we could have been we lost the game that we should have won.
That we could have won.
No, we were
threw
guaranteed.
away a 3-1.
But he was at 1 life when he killed us, and
Oh,
we
yeah?
threw away.
Okay.
Yeah, we threw away the 3-1, so we would have won that game. So we could have been 3-2 here instead of 2-3. Unfortunately.
Where is Hearth Arena?
And then the first loss was just. I mean, that was.
No, the first loss there was nothing we could do about.
Yeah, there was no way to win that game. The deck was just too strong. And then I feel we could have maybe won this game if we had I don't know, some. What was this deck missing? Right? That's something I like to talk about.
This deck is missing any way to do things. It's an entirely passive value deck
I feel
that curves out well.
I feel what this deck is missing is the spells, right? The wrap
Yeah.
and the swipe, right? I
Well,
think
it's just missing any ability to do things. Like, it has, 3 cards that can do things before turn, 6 or 7 or whatever.
Yeah. But I feel when you're playing Druid, you have to get their spells, because that's super important in the Druid deck.
See, but, I don't know. The way I play Druid, I don't usually need those spells to, do... I mean, I hit a hard wall with Druid at around 8 wins. Like, my druids never go 10 wins. It stalls somewhere between, like, 7, 8, and 9, but I can almost always get there, and it doesn't matter what cards I have.
My last druid went 9. I played it yesterday or 2 days ago. And the only thing we had, there was nothing special about the deck. We just had we had a Starfall and rats. There was no swipe, but we had Starfalls and rats, and the WAP Pyromancer. And I messed up the last game. I could have maybe won the last game.
Mm-hmm.
But it's because we had the rats that we could deal with unexpected situations. Like in our last game there, we lost to the questing. Well, the questing really put us in a tough spot, right? Right, because it put a lot of damage on the field. And as a rogue, I think Tinkertown, the oil is really good. It's like every time I lose to a rogue, they played oil, where rogues aren't usually that scary in arena, but if they get the oil, it's like 6 to 10 damage for 4 mana, right? It's like because you get the 4/2 weapons, and you get a creature with the 3 extra attack. So it really, if you play it, it really puts the pressure on you.
Okay. So I'm going to do another druid run. You wanna, but I'm going to draft this my way, and I'm going to play it my way. You are totally free to stick around and like help out. But I'm going to try to push my my much more aggro druid strategy, and see if it can get just to be more active in this. I feel like both with the warrior that we had played before this with Sheng and our last druid, there was just a lot of inability to do things, you know. Because we just didn't have cards that could like do things. So I'm gonna try to push the tempo here and see if we can get a better result. I'm not ending the stream. Don't worry, guys. I'm not ending the stream on 2-2-3. Was the warrior 2-3 also?
I don't know.
I think it was 2-3. If it's not 2-3, then it's like 3-3. It did not. Oh no, maybe it was like 4-3.
It might have been 4.
I think it was 4-3. Yeah, no, it was 4-3. But still, that was not a good, no, maybe it was 2-3. Who knows in the chat? Our warrior run from earlier, what's the correct amount? Because I'm not tracking the actual matchups. It was 4-3, okay. But still, either way, a 4-3 and a 2-3, both not good results. In this 2-3 one, you definitely misplayed 1, which would have gotten us a win, which would make it very likely that it also end like somewhere at like 4-3 probably. Judging by how the other ones go. I don't... What upsets me about this last run in terms of the deck is that it curved out fine.
Yeah, I thought the deck was good.
Like, it curved out fine.
We had a loss that didn't need to happen, and then we had an unwinnable game. So we were set behind.
Yeah, so we were set behind, but is it just RPS? Because the entire time, it just felt like we couldn't do anything, right? Like, we could choose to play this or play that, but none of it really mattered because your opponent always had the ability to do things. This is GVG now. They'll always have things. They won't always be like that Paladin, but they'll always have something that they can do to ruin your day. It just... I mean, more swipes would have been helpful, but there's got to be a way to play these things without necessarily needing to have like all the wraths and the swipes, because you're just not going to get them that often.
Yeah, what's like, on the Rasma GVG style? Rasma posted a video on Reddit that got really popular about him just doing whatever
when he was like he was playing like a troll deck.
Yeah, he was doing whatever he wanted and he went to with it, and I guess that's what spawned it. But I don't think that's something you should emulate. It's something you have to know. You have to like know what goes on in Raptor's brain to draft like that. It's not something you should do just as a new player or a learning player. It's not something you should just pick up. But he could have. A lot of his cards were really top tier. Right. Even if he was picking like different cards, he had 2 Peacekeepers. He had like really good cards. Even skipping other cards, he was just the cards he had as a paladin were really, really good.
All right, so we are in the draft now.
Yeah, and Ratsman plays super well, right? Like, regardless of how he drafts, his playstyle is really good.
Yeah.
Right, you can do well without, even with a